Sanje Juda Soge Shonamla, Chanju Bardo Dane Gyanso Chen, Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam, Tora Benje Sanje Jubara Isho, Sanje Juda Soge Shonamla, Chanju Bardo Dane Gyanso Chen, Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam, Tora Benje Sanje Jubara Isho, Sanje Juda Soge Ane Gapsu Che, Nage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge, Jola Bengi Sange Drupara Sho. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, by my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, by my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, by my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Desham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Desham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Desham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha. Okay, so this morning we completed the first method, the sevenfold cosmic method to generate Bodhicitta, and we also completed the second method, the equalizing exchange method to generate Bodhicitta. We completed both, and let's say the through practice, through practice, eventually we experience a very spontaneous bodhicitta, spontaneous desire to become Buddha for the benefit of sentient beings. When that becomes spontaneous, for the time being, what we need to do is that we need to go through the steps. Only with the help of the steps, then we think the energy builds up, and then eventually becomes a very strong feeling. May I become Buddha for the benefit of sentient beings? A very moving feeling comes to you, whereas very naturally it doesn't happen. So whereas through practice, even without the earlier steps, naturally this feeling comes to us. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient very strongly. At that point, you have become a bodhisattva. This is the entry into the bodhisattva path, and you become a bodhisattva. And of course, before we actually have the genuine bodhicitta, uncontrived bodhicitta, renunciation is must. In the morning practice, we've been always doing the renunciation first, followed by bodhicitta. It's for that reason that the renunciation is, without the renunciation, bodhicitta is impossible. So the renunciation, the real desire to be liberated from samsara, and you extend the same sentiments to others, wishing that others be free from suffering, that I will become a Buddha to liberate them from the suffering. That becomes bodhicitta. Okay, so the point is that when this feeling, the may I become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings, when this the thought, when it becomes very spontaneous, very natural, spontaneous, Spontaneous meaning that even without the effort of the early steps, this feeling comes to you almost like days and nights. At that point, you have become a bodhisattva. So the bodhisattva and the mantra which we recite, Harsudha mantra, Teyatham Om Gate Gate Para Gate Para Samgate Bodhisattva. You have entered the first gate. Okay, so for that, then the question is the once you have generated this bodhicitta, how will you proceed along the path towards Buddhahood? Okay, this is the point. So with this, what I'd like to share with you is that, say for example, with the studies, with your practice, then along with that, it'll be good. That, for example, say here in France, there must have been many centers, not only 1 or 2 centers. There must have been many centers. So, say we are all directly somehow connected with Kalachakra Center, and then the Nalanda Monastery is also there, the Bodhicittas centers. There must be many other centers as well. So the point is, of course, what is important is that we should not end up in controversial, problematic centers. That we should be very careful. That you enter into a center, and then with the center, your practice become worse, and then the more anger, agitation, conflicts, fights, this and that. Then there's no point. Then you get out of the such places. So whereas, like the Kalachakra Center, then the Nalanda Center, actually, the Kalachakra Center is the only one which I know more personally. Otherwise, the other 2 centers, the Nalanda Monastery and the Vajrayogini Center, they have no clue. But from what I'm hearing from Venerable Elizabeth and Venerable Queen Chenla, it's beautiful. It's a very beautiful place. Okay, it's good to be around some centers, and somehow if there's no choice, then any center is fine. The point is that center must be a place where it should serve like an oasis, where you are thirsty for water, and then there's a place there to go. Okay, it's not necessary that if it has a very rigorous studies, reflection, meditation, you are very lucky. Even if that is not happening, it doesn't matter. As long as there's a place to go, once in a while go there, be of some service there. That'll be so good. And particularly for the minor path, to be of service is very important. To do some service, it doesn't matter. Do some volunteers there. And of course, the culture of the West is one thing. Keeping that in mind, and then your aspiration to follow most of the path, then to be of some service to some centers, and we should be very realistic, be very practical, and of course your livelihood also should be taken care of. We should be very practical. The point is, meanwhile, a little bit of service once in a while, that would be so good. The service. Okay, so that is like putting the bodhicitta practice into path, into reality, into action. Okay, so with this then the how do we proceed is not only for some people who are already very mature from the past life, in this life just go to Himalaya in a very solitude place, and then you practice and then you become enlightened within a short span of time. This is also possible, but not for everybody. It depends on your dependent origination. What kind of the factors you gathered in your past life. You never know. So in this life, generally speaking, if you have one is your thinking, and then you study extensively, reflect more. On that basis, from this, then you can figure out. Oftentimes you can figure out what your past life was more like. Not necessarily, in my past life I was like this, I was born as a Tibetan, I was born as a Chinese, I was born as this. This is not the point. The point is that in my past life, I was more into,
belief, not so much into studies. In my past I was more into studies. Okay, so now I have to focus on this area. Okay, now my past maybe Bodhicitta part may be lacking. I need to put more on the Bodhicitta part. Or maybe I'm lacking more on the studies. I have to put more effort in the studies. Okay, once your studies become quite rich, from there you can figure out what the main trend of your past life was like. On that basis, then you can, pursue journey. Finally, the journey must happen. What is journey? Gate, para samgate, pori swaha. This is journey. This being the journey. What is this? What are this? These are, say, you start from this, where you have uncontracted bodhicitta, very spontaneous bodhicitta arisen. From this, the journey begins. Bodhisattva journey begins from there. Whereas for the Shravakas, Pratik Buddhas, the journey begins from renunciation. For the Bodhisattvas, even if the renunciation, you have not yet started the Bodhisattva journey. Bodhisattva journey starts from the Bodhicitta. The moment the Bodhicitta becomes spontaneous, then you have entered into the first path. Okay, so for that we see that Gate, Parasamgate, Bodhiswa, 5 paths were there. So what are these 5 paths? Some of you already know that. I will enumerate each one of them and explain little of them. The first one is path of accumulation. Path of accumulation. Number 2, Gade is path of preparation. Number 3, Paragade is path of seeing. Number 4, Paragade of the Parasangade is path of meditation. And then number 5, Bodhiswaha is path of no more learning. Very good. Okay, path of accumulation, path of preparation, path of seeing. Number 4, path of meditation. Number 5, path of no more learning. 5 paths. Okay, so this is how we have to proceed, how we have to improve. First path of accumulation. We need to know, of course, we can study more, we can go into detailed studies of these. I'm going to give an overview of these 5 paths. Our first one is known as path of accumulation. Path of accumulation, we are undertaking a journey, very important journey. For example, like imagine somebody is going to build a hospital, a huge hospital. For that, first we need to gather the materials. We need to have the materials, gather the materials. So accumulate the materials. Likewise, building this huge Buddhahood. For that, we have to gather the materials to achieve Buddhahood. Accumulate the materials. So therefore, the first path is known as path of accumulation. To accumulate the material required for Buddhahood. What are the materials? 2 materials. Primarily 2 materials. Okay. This is very important. I like to stress a little bit here. Stress on this point. Finally, what materials you require, we can also judge that on the basis of what you will become. When you become Buddha, we see that each one of us, when we become Buddha, we have 2 aspects of perfection. One, perfection for yourself, perfection for your own benefit, perfection for your own benefit, or the goodness of your own benefit. And second one is goodness for the benefit of others. Goodness or benefit primarily for yourself and primarily for others too. So what are these 2 things that you can understand it? So when you become Buddha, you have the physical forms. And physical forms are determined by the beings who you are going to benefit, because these beings, they have to see you. Physical forms. So you have a physical form which is primarily for others. You don't really need physical forms. For others to see you, to get access to you, they need physical forms. 1. And then you also have the mental Mental is something which the other beings cannot directly have access. They cannot have a direct access to your mind. Your mind, only you have the direct access. You. So the qualities, the perfect qualities pertaining to the physical and pertaining to the mental. So these two are technically known as, overall speaking, the Buddha's body or the Buddhahood, overall speaking, it is known as Dharmakaya. Overall speaking, the Buddha the label is Dharmakaya. Dharmakaya means Buddhahood. Dharmakaya. And Dharmakaya, within that, we see that there are two. One primarily for your own benefit and one primarily for others' benefit. One for others' benefit is known as again Dharmakaya. So Dharmakaya, when you say Dharmakaya, it has two meanings. One very general meaning and the other very specific. For example, we speak about let's say early men. When you study, how many of you learned history, social studies? Then we studied the early men. About early men, how many of you studied that? We spoke about early men. Within early men, there are two early men and early women. Right? Early men is men umbrella. Within that, there are two early men, early women. Likewise, the broad umbrella is known as Dharmakaya. Within Dharmakaya in the context, Dharmakaya in the context of the Buddha's body in general. Then the Dharmakaya in the context of the Dharmakaya as opposed to Rupakaya. Rupakaya means form body. Dharmakaya as opposed to form body. Dharmakaya is also in English translated as truth body. Dharmakaya, truth body, as opposed to form body of the Buddha. Form which is physically, which the other beings can see, and the Dharmakaya is mental, which the other beings cannot have direct access to. So the Buddha's body is divided into Dharmakaya and Rupakaya. Rupakaya, Rup means physical form. Kaya is the body, form body. Dharmakaya is the truth body. 2. Then form body again is of two kinds. Form body. Buddha's form body is again of two kinds, which is accessible only to the Arya Bodhisattvas. One accessible only to the Arya Bodhisattvas, more defined, not really more or less. It's subtle. One which is accessible only to the Arya Bodhisattvas and the other accessible to the ordinary beings also. 2. The one accessible to the Arya beings is known as Sambhogakaya, or in English it is known as enjoyment body. Enjoyment body. Sambhogakaya, or in English enjoyment body. And the other one accessible to all the other people, other beings, ordinary beings, is known as Nirmanakaya. Nirmanakaya or emanation body. Emanation body. What is the difference between these two? The Buddha's body, which is characterized, which has 5 characteristics, 5 definite characteristics. Buddha's body, which has 5 definite characteristics, are known as the Sambhogakaya, and which does not have the 5 definite characteristics are known as Nirmanakaya. This is difference. The one which is accessible only to the Arya Bodhisattvas. By the way, what is meant by Arya beings? Anybody? What is meant by Arya beings? What is meant by Arya beings? Howard.
They have managed to get rid of the gross afflictions. They haven't yet reached. So they've reached the state of nirvana. They haven't yet got rid of the cognitive affliction.
That is Arahat. That is not Arya. What is Arya? Anybody? Arya. Virginia?
Que les Arias Bodhisattvas ou tous les Arias en général?
Là, je vous parlais des Arias Bodhisattvas.
So we speak only about Arya Bodhisattva or Arya in general?
What did I say? What did I say? Arya. So what is Arya? Very good. Anybody who realized emptiness directly. Okay, there are three things. Realizing emptiness directly, realizing emptiness non-dualistically, realizing emptiness non-conceptually. These three are synonymous. Realizing emptiness, direct realization emptiness, non-dual realization emptiness, and non-conceptual understanding emptiness. These three are synonymous. Direct, non-dual, non-conceptual. For emptiness, these three are synonymous, not for others. Only for emptiness, these three are synonymous. So anybody, whether you are following minor path, whether you are Bodhisattva, whether you are Shravaka, whether you are Pradika Buddha, anybody who realizes emptiness directly, you are known as Arya. Arya meaning superior beings. Superior with respect to ordinary beings. Ordinary beings like us, who are yet to realize emptiness directly. Okay, so this is the Arya beings. Now what I'm talking about is, I'm talking about the what? Huh? Sambhogakaya, very good. I'm talking Sambhogakaya, saying that Sambhogakaya is the Buddha's body, which is accessible only to the Arya. Arya meaning those who realize emptiness directly, Bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas who realize emptiness directly, Arya Bodhisattvas. Okay, so that Sambhogakaya has 5 characteristics, 5 definite characteristics. Okay, what are the 5 definite characteristics? Anybody? What are the 5 definite characteristics? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, definite place. Don't just say place. Place, everybody has a place. Right? But a very definite place. Okay, definite place. Definite time. A definite the body signs. Then the definite teaching. Definite entourage. Okay, let me say this again. Okay, let's say definite place, definite time, then what did I say? Definite entourage, and the definite teaching, and the bodily signs. Body signs. Okay, what's the first one? Definite place. Definite place is that this Sambhogakaya, the Buddha Sambhogakaya, resides only in one place, that is Akanishta, the heaven known as Akanishta. This Sambhogakaya Buddha is found only in the heaven known as Akanishta, aka Aka, Nishta, Akanishta. Okay, this is a definite place. What's next? Definite time. This Buddha lives till samsara ends. This Buddha lives till samsara ends. Okay, what is next? Entourage. So this Buddha is always surrounded by only the Arya Bodhisattvas. Surrounded only by the Arya Bodhisattvas. Ordinary people are not found there. Okay, if you want to go there, you must first prepare yourself, become Arya Bodhisattva, and then you can get there. You can be there. What is next? The teachings. The teaching that this Buddha gives us only Mahana teachings. This Bodhisattva gives, this This Sambhogaya Buddha gives only Mahayana teachings. Definitely Mahayana teachings. What next? The bodily signs. This Buddha is adorned with 32 major marks and 80 minor marks. 32 major marks and 80 minor marks. 32 major marks and 80 minor marks. Meaning, okay, difference between the major and minor, I'll tell you. 32 major marks and the 80 minor marks. For example, say let's say the finger. Let's say the hand. Hand is the main. Hand looks so beautiful, but then to make the hand beautiful, hand is made of the fingers and the nails. Hand is like the measure, and the minor are the details, like the fingers, the nails, hairs, and so forth. So nails are described as naturally copper color. So we have to polish it. Right? We have to put nail polish? No? Yes, no? And the Buddha does not polish, it's naturally there. Natural fresh copper color. Fresh copper color. Okay. For example, the hand is the major, and then the fine details are the minor. So there are 32 major marks and 80 minor marks. This is what the body signs, body characteristics. Okay, these are the 5 definite qualities the Sambhogaya has. And then the Nirmanakaya is the Buddha. Buddha meaning it is you, the same person. Some person manifests in 2 ways. It's not that the Buddha, the Sambhogaya, they are higher in the hierarchy, and then Nirmanakaya lower in the hierarchy. No, this is not the case. It's just the same person manifesting in 2 different aspects. It's actually you. You manifest in the same as you as the same person manifests to benefit the Arya Bodhisattvas, you manifest Sambhogaya, and to benefit others, you manifest the form of Nirmanakaya. It's just the same person. Okay, so that is the Rupakaya. So now when you become Buddha, you see that you have 2 broad divisions, Dharmakaya and the Rupakaya, form body and the truth body. Form body, again there are 2 kinds, Sambhogaya and then Nirmanakaya. Then the Dharmakaya again divided into 2. Dharmakaya also divided into 2. Okay, one is the natural Dharmakaya, and the other one is the wisdom Dharmakaya. Wisdom Dharmakaya and the natural Dharmakaya. What's the difference? Wisdom Dharmakaya is the Buddha's mind. Buddha's mind, particularly mental consciousness. Particularly the Buddha's mental consciousness, Buddha's mind is the wisdom Dharmakaya, and natural Dharmakaya is the Buddha's the Buddha's quality of the cessation of suffering and the cessation of mental stains. The quality of the Buddha's mind, the quality of the Buddha's mind of the cessation of the mental stains, mental defilements, is the natural Dharmakaya. And the natural Dharmakaya again divided into 2. You want more divisions or is enough? Huh? It's enough now. Huh? You want more? Natural Dharmakaya also divided into 2. Do you want more or you don't? It's good enough now. Huh? Huh? It's enough. Huh? Okay. So yes.
Please, can you repeat the quality of the Buddha's mind?
Okay. Natural Dharmakaya and the wisdom Dharmakaya. Wisdom Dharmakaya. What is wisdom Dharmakaya? Buddha's mental consciousness. Buddha's sense consciousness, they are not the wisdom Dharmakaya. Wisdom Dharmakaya is the Buddha's mental consciousness. And the natural Dharmakaya is the quality of the Buddha's mind, the quality of cessation of mental defilements. Cessation of mental defilement. Okay. Now the word, the natural dharmakaya is again of two kinds. Two kinds. Will have it and not have it. Huh? Not have it. We are tired.
One of them we have. One of these two we have.
No, do we want or not want? This is my question. Huh? Okay. If I look at Charles' face, Charles is very fresh. Yes. Okay, let's have it. Okay, natural dharmakaya again is of two kinds. Natural dharmakaya pertaining to the natural stain, and natural dharmakaya pertaining to the adventitious stains. Natural dharmakaya pertaining to the freedom from pertaining to the cessation of the natural stains, and the natural dharmakaya pertaining to the cessation of the adventitious stains. Natural dharmakaya pertaining to the cessation of the natural stains, and natural dharmakaya pertaining to the cessation of the adventitious stains. Okay, what is it? What is the difference between these two things? Again, this is your question. Okay, so basically it's about the Buddha's mind. How the Buddha's mind is freed from the different stains. How many stains are there? There are two stains. There's two stains. One is natural stain, and the other one is adventitious stain. What is a natural stain? Natural stain is actually not stain. Keep this in mind. Okay. Okay.
That's mean you divide his mind into two parts.
Okay. Okay. So first dharmakaya divided into two, Gueshe dharmakaya and the natural dharmakaya. Two. Natural dharmakaya is a quality of the Buddha's mind, quality of the cessation, quality of freedom from these mental stains. That again we divide into two. Freedom from the natural stains, freedom from the adventitious stains, temporary stains. Adventitious stains or the temporary stains too. Right? You don't worry, all these details I'll give you separately. Right? But you should remind me. Okay. So what are we talking about?
Natural dharmakaya.
Stains are not really stains.
Huh?
Stains are not really stains.
No, who will say this? Okay, but you got it 75%. Natural stains are not the stains. Stains are stains. Natural stains are not the stains. Natural stains are referred to as stains, just namesake. Namesake meaning it's not really. For example, why I'm looking at each one of you is because, okay, where is the omniscient one? Omniscient one, omniscient. Huh? Omniscient means Kunken. In Tibetan, omniscient means Kunken. Kunken is, where's the omniscient one? Where's Kunken? Here. No, this is Kunken. You will never know. He may be omniscient, he may pretend as though like he is not omniscient. Right? But his name is omniscient. For example, okay. Patrick, what's the meaning of Patrick?
Les patriciens, c'est des nobles dans l'Empire romain. So during the Roman Empire, it was the noble ones, patricians.
Oh, we have somebody from the Roman time. We have somebody from Roman times? Huh? We have somebody from... No one from the Roman times, right? Nobody's from Roman time. Nobody's. But we have Patrick here. It was from Roman time. It's not. It's just a namesake. It's a namesake. It's a name given. It may not mean anything. You're getting it? It's just a name given, namesake. Likewise, the natural stain is given, just given the label stain. It is not a stain. It's not a stain. It's just given the label stain. This is labeled as a natural stain. What is that then? What is that natural stain? Even though it may not be stain, it's fine. What is that? That is the intrinsic nature. Intrinsic nature, objective existence. Objective existence, does it exist or not? It does not exist. 2018 exists or not? 2018 exists. It existed. Not exists. 2018 existed. It does not exist now. Right? It existed. Now it is no more. But objective existent, it existed. Objective existent. Did it exist? Huh? Objective existence. Did it exist?
Existence objective, oui.
Oh.
Because you have to see the flower. The flower is the existence objective, non ultime.
Okay. So, what is the object? What is the object of negation which we studied? Huh? Objective existence. So object negation means to be negated, which did not, does not, will not exist. Objective existence, right? Objective existence did not exist, does not exist, will not exist at all. It never existed. It never existed. 2018, although it does not exist now, but it existed a year ago. So, objective existence, it did not exist naturally. It does not exist naturally. So therefore, objective existence is referred to as the natural stain. Stain meaning to be removed. To remove means it does not exist. Okay, the Buddha's mind is pure, is pure from the afflictive obscurations. Hey, Buddha's mind, is it pure of the afflictive obscurations?
Yes.
Buddha's mind, is it pure of the cognitive obscurations?
Yes.
Buddha's mind, is it pure of the objective existence?
Yes.
Yes, pure means it is freed. It is not. It does not have objective existence. Okay, so just as the Buddha's mind is pure of the adventitious stains, like afflictive obscurations, cognitive obscurations, it is also pure of the intrinsic objective existence. So objective existence is known as natural stain. This is something which naturally did not exist in the Buddha as well as us. Our mind is naturally free from the objective existence. So therefore, the objective existence is referred to as the natural stain. Okay, so we have, these are the 5 Buddha bodies. From this, what we learned is that now, what is relevant to us now is that Buddha's body is divided in how many divisions are there? Buddha's body, how many divisions are there? 2 or 3 or 4 or 5? Huh? 2, not 3. Huh? 2, not 3.
We can say 2, we can say 3, we can say 4, we can say 5.
Very good. Thank you. If 2, then what are the 2 divisions? Dharmakaya and Rupakaya. If 3, Dharmakaya don't divide only the Rupakaya. Dharmakaya, then Rupakaya divide into 2. Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, 3. If you divide into 4, then Dharmakaya divide further into 2. Natural Dharmakaya, Visham Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, 4. If you make it 5, keep the rest same. Natural Dharmakaya is divided into 2. What are they? Natural Dharmakaya pertaining to the cessation of natural stains. Natural Dharmakaya pertaining to the cessation of adventitious stains. Okay, these make the 5 Buddha bodies. Okay, good. Now what I want to, of these different ways of classifying the Buddha bodies, I like to focus on the division into two. Buddha's body divided into two. What are they? Dharmakaya and Rupakaya. Okay, now tell me, in what way these two are classified? In what way these two are classified? Dharmakaya and Rupakaya. In what context? In the context of the benefit for others and benefit for oneself. Benefit primarily, we can say primarily benefit for oneself is which of the two Buddha bodies? Dharmakaya. And primary for the benefit of others is Rupakaya. Two. You're getting it? One is more the physical form and the other one is the mental. Two. Now, so because these are the two results, how many you have that now? How many you have the Rupakaya and the Dharmakaya with you now? Huh? Okay, the Virginia 18 said I have little. Huh? You have little.
Only the natural.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. That's interesting. Okay, we have the natural Dharmakaya pertaining to the cessation of the natural stain. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, so we already have the Buddha. Okay, we're good. So the point is that for the time we don't have these two Buddha bodies within us. We don't have these two bodies, but we can achieve. These two are the resultant states. For us to achieve these two results, we have to follow the paths. We're getting it? Paths. To follow the path, we should be very realistic. We have some basis. The reality with us. What reality do you have? Okay, we have the two truths. We have the two truths. Do you have two truths? Huh? Only Buddha has two truths, or we also have two truths?
Only Buddha.
Huh? Okay, which means Kunjana is a little tired. Which means Kunjana is not Kunjana. Okay. Every phenomena, not only we, every phenomena has two truths. Right? Every phenomena has two truths. Okay. We also have two truths. We have the conventional truth and the ultimate truth. This is reality. Now, on the basis of the ultimate truth, if you know the ultimate truth, then this will build the wisdom. You getting it? This is reality that, okay, first, let me say that I want to go to Paris. Okay, let's say I want to go to the Paris, and the place between Paris and the Saint Cosmes, on these two places, let's say it's very, the road is not good. There are so many, the small pebbles, the stones are there, and in some cases even some rocks also there. Okay, so there, then if they say, okay, I have to go there, then we have to have a car. And a car, some cars can go on the rough terrains very easily. Some cars are designed for that purpose. And some cars they are designed for a very smooth road. Like what? Huh? Like which car? Twingo? What is Twingo like?
It's a very small car.
Okay, not only small, very expensive, but meant for smooth drive, smooth road. Can you? Mercedes? Mercedes, there are many kinds. Some are for the smooth drive, some are for the rough drive. Both are there. Huh? Okay. Huh? Rolls Royce. And then Patrick said what? Lamborghini. Okay, that I never heard. Okay, let's Rolls Royce and the Lamborghini. These two cars. Oh yes, we'll prepare the best of cars. Then you bring the Rolls Royce and the Lamborghini. They cannot drive because you are being very unrealistic. For this road, you need a specific car. Likewise, we have to know the reality. Know the reality of the road. On that basis, then you have to create the car. Likewise, say the reality that we have. What are the two realities? Ultimate truth and the conventional truth. This reality. On this basis, then we have to build the path. Build the path. With the correct path, then we can expect to achieve the results. Okay. So the reality that we find, what result that we want is the two results. Results primarily for yourself, for your benefit, primarily for others' benefit too. One is Dharmakaya, one is Rupakaya. And for that, to achieve that, the reality that we have is two truths. Conventional truth and ultimate truth. By knowing the ultimate truth, then the wisdom builds up. Do you agree with me? By knowing the ultimate truth, the wisdom builds up. By knowing the conventional truth, you know how to practice compassion, how to practice the 6 perfections, by knowing the conventional truth. So, with these two realities, knowledge of these two takes us to the two paths. The path of the wisdom and the path of the merit. Path of the wisdom known as the profound path, because the wisdom is very profound. And the path of merit is known as a vast path. Merit accumulates the wide array of the merit accumulation. Compassion, generosity, ethical discipline, patience, enthusiasm, and 6 perfections, 10 perfections, all are there in this. So the merit accumulation part is so vast, and the wisdom is very profound. So the profound part of the wisdom and the vast part of the path of the merit, the two paths. So with the wisdom, you will achieve the Dharmakaya. With the merit, you achieve the Rupakaya. You're getting it? So the two realities will take us to the two paths. This will take us to the two results. So this is what Arya Nagarjuna very clearly taught. On the basis of realizing the two truths, we will get the two paths, following which we will get to the two results. Okay. What are the two realities? Ultimate truth and conventional truth. And what are the two paths? The path of the profound wisdom and the path of the vast merit. Vast method, vast merit, same. And what are the two results? Dharmakaya and the Rupakaya. Okay, tell me. Dharmakaya is achieved by which path? The path of the wisdom, profound wisdom. The path of the profound wisdom. And Rupakaya is achieved by which path? Path of the vast merit or the vast method. And the profound wisdom, you get this the path of the profound wisdom on the basis of which reality? Ultimate reality. And you get the path of the vast method or the vast merit on the basis of which reality? Conventional reality. On the basis of two truths, we get to the two paths, we get to the two results. Okay, this is what we need to know. Now with this, the path, which you talked about, the path of wisdom and the path of method. This path, the gade para samgade bodhi soha. So this path that we are talking about, this path, to achieve the two kayas, we follow the 5 paths. Gate para samgade bodhi soha, 5 paths. So the first one is known as path of accumulation. So there, our job is mainly to accumulate the two materials to achieve Buddhahood. What are the two materials? The wisdom and the merit. So the part of accumulation is primarily to accumulate as much wisdom as much merit. For the wisdom accumulation, primarily it is study, reflection, meditation on the wisdom of emptiness. And wisdom, the four noble truths, the 16 aspects of the four noble truths, and wisdom emptiness. All these studies are meant to accumulate the wisdom. Now to accumulate the method, practice compassion, practice bodhicitta, and grounded on, for example, even soul offering, making prostrations, offering lights, and doing daily practice. They are all accumulation merit. Okay. And then engaging in service is also part of the merit accumulation. 2. Okay, this is the path of accumulation. And of course, the path of accumulation has three divisions: the small, middle, and great. Small, middle, great. Okay, what is next? Path of preparation. Okay, path of preparation. Before we touch the path of preparation, we'll go to the path of next path. What's the next path? Path of seeing. Path of seeing means the path where you see emptiness directly. Path where you see emptiness directly, seeing emptiness directly, seeing emptiness non-dualistically, seeing emptiness. What are the three synonyms I told you? Okay, the Josana tell me all three. What are they?
Emptiness directly.
Direct realization of emptiness, non-conceptual experience of emptiness, non-dual experience of emptiness. Three, right? Direct experience of emptiness, non-dual experience of emptiness, non-conceptual experience of emptiness. These three are synonymous. Okay, so why? Tell me why. Okay. Before we go there, before we go to the why, to see emptiness directly, this is very important. And now, second part. What's the second part? What is the second part? Path of preparation. Path of preparation is preparing you to see emptiness directly. Path of preparation is preparing you to see emptiness directly. Okay, now tell me, why the path of seeing? You have to prepare to see emptiness directly. Why to see emptiness directly is very important. Why? Anybody? Just raise your hands. Anybody? Why to see emptiness directly is very important. Okay, Howard?
In order to crush the self-cherishing self.
In order to crush.
Yeah.
In order to crush the self-centered attitude.
Yeah.
So why not the first two paths, path of accumulation, path of preparation? Why not? Sophie?
We need to get rid of self-ignorance.
Self-grasping ignorance, not self-ignorance. Self-grasping ignorance. Then?
And then there is no more self-centered.
Wow, that's too simple. Yes, of course. Even the part of accumulation also you have to remove the self-grasping ignorance, right?
When you perceive directly emptiness, then the result is no more self-grasping ignorance.
Okay, self-grasping ignorance stops then.
I mean, it starts to stop at this part.
Why not before? Yes, Laura?
Is it because then you're completely liberated from samsara?
Wow, that's amazing. So when you reach the path of seeing, then you are completely liberated from samsara. Then what's the need of the path of meditation?
So then you become a Buddha.
Oh, see, wow. Then the Shravakas, they become Buddha before they become Buddha? Before the followers of the path, they become Buddha? No. Okay. Anybody? Why the path of seeing? Seeing emptiness directly is emphasized, is very important. Why? Okay, the Amina?
The pain of suffering be less. Suffering will be less.
Okay, suffering will be less. Okay. Suffering will be less. Then path of accumulation or path of preparation? Path of preparation is less, right? Path of preparation is higher, so therefore the suffering must be less there. Okay, Pamela.
I think it's because you cut from the root the self-grasping ignorance.
You cut.
You remove it from the root by directly perceiving emptiness.
Okay, which means that when you see emptiness directly, then you cut the self-grasping from the root.
Yes.
Then,
eliminate it from the root.
the self-grasping is no more there.
I think so.
Then you are Arahat. You already achieved Nirvana. Anybody? Okay, Virginia.
Est-ce que ça serait pas parce qu'on commence à enlever le voile afflictif à partir de là et notamment au début le voile afflictif le plus grossier?
Because at this point we begin to get rid of the afflictive obstruction and the most gross one, the grossest level of this afflictive obstruction.
Okay, so the first two parts, part of accumulation, part of preparation, you don't remove anything? Huh? No. Wow, Virginia is quite okay. That's good. Very good. Okay, Martin?
Yeah, now I have clairvoyance. We see the truth and then we can help really others.
When you see emptiness directly, then you will get the clairvoyance.
Yeah.
With the clairvoyance, and what does it do?
You can help the other to go to get bodhicitta.
So that you can also help even now, right? Not necessarily see emptiness directly.
Big bodhicitta.
Okay, big bodhicitta. So then the path of meditation is even bigger, right?
Yeah.
Then why not path of meditation emphasized?
Why not?
Path of meditation is emphasized. Path of meditation is better than path of seeing.
Yeah, because we see.
Yeah, so why path of seeing? Seeing emptiness directly is emphasized. Why? Okay, anybody?
Knowledge of the others.
Yes.
You see through the people.
You see, even before that, right? Even before path of seeing, you can see that. No? Okay, Buzz?
There's no more going back. From that point, there's no more going back. There's only going up.
Oh, that's interesting. No more going back happens way before that.
Oh, good.
Okay, now Quinchen.
It is the first time one sees the ultimate truth directly.
Yes.
Which is the direct antidote to the self-grasping ignorance.
Uh-huh.
So from that time, you start eliminating the obscurations.
Before that, you don't eliminate the obscurations?
No.
Oh, before that, your anger, they don't subside?
They are not eliminated.
From the seed.
The obscuration is not eliminated completely.
Okay, not from the seed. It's just simply suppressed. Okay, so what Virginia said, what Kunchana is saying, and what the Pamela said, they're all correct. They're all correct. Okay, let me say. Finally, the job is gade, para, gade. The job is to remove the metal stains. The gold mixed with the soil, remove the soil so the gold will glow. So that your Buddhahood will glow. For that purpose, to remove the soil, to remove the metal defilements. And to remove the metal defilements on the same all along the 5 paths, gade, para, gade. Mental defilements constantly being removed. Removal of the mental defilements are done in 2 ways. For example, say you come to Kalachakra Center, you attend the teachings in Paris every week, every month, whatever. You go there, you take the module classes, and then you maybe once you may be very short temper, then short temper subsides. So short temper, and the anger, that is the mental defilement. So it subsides. It's becoming removed. Although we may not have reached the gate level, still it is removed. So what is happening is that removal of the mental defilements happen all along the 5 paths. Gate. Removal of the mental defilements is of 2 kinds. Removal of the mental defilements of 2 kinds. One is temporary removal or the suppression. One is just the suppression, and the other one is removal from the root. 2. One is suppression, and the other one is removal from the root. So before we reach the path of seeing, all the removal, abandoning the mental defilements are happening. They're happening just as the suppression of the defilements, not the actual removal. It's just the suppression of the mental defilements. Whereas since a part of seeing, then the actual removal from the root happens. Actual removal of the root from the root happens. Okay, let's say that suddenly the Venerable Elizabeth get information that, oh, His Holiness the Dharma is right here, right here. And he wants to come to the Kalachakra Center. So we are not prepared, right? And then all the shoes are there, right? So then oh, we have to remove all this. No, his stone is right there. No time, stay where you are. Okay. Then what Elizabeth does, as Elizabeth, the shawl, her shawl, then her shawl covered the shoes with her shawl and put these flowers on it. Right, put these flowers, and it looks nice. So the shoes they are hidden. They're hidden. They don't manifest now. They're hidden, and the flowers are put there nice, right? Okay. So this is one way of removing the shoes. Whereas if His Holiness is in Paris, so still we have time. So then we actually remove the shoes. There are two. Actually remove the shoes from the root, and the number two, just suppressing the defilements. There are two. Okay, so till you reach the path of seeing, to see emptiness directly, till you see emptiness directly, you cannot remove the mental defilements from the root. All are removal of mental defilements. They are removed the covering them with the, right, say anger, cover them with the compassion, little bit. Compassion, and the anger subsides. So jealousy, cover with again compassion, subsides. Attachment, cover with the thinking of the impurities, and the relatively is not really so attractive, so cover that with the thought, and then that subsides. But the root is still there. They can still grow. Okay, whereas only when you see emptiness directly, then the root is cut. The root is the self-grasping ignorance. The root is not cut fully. Path of seeing from there, then you have to cut that. Okay, there are many layers. You cut the first layer. Then the path of meditation, within that path of meditation, again there are 10 layers. 10 layers. You cut the first layer, second layer. So as you cut the 10 layers one by one, these are known as the 10 bhumis. 10 bhumis, or the 10 levels, or the 10 grounds. Bhumi in Sanskrit, bhumi is the Sanskrit word, it means grounds. 10 bodhisattva grounds. Okay, that is the path of seeing. So path of seeing, in a way, the path of seeing is, let's say, if I'm sick, if I have some problem there, and then I have an acute fever, then what are you going to do? Okay, let's say, Isabel, what will she do? She knows that, she sees that I have a severe headache and fever and so forth. Then what she knows is that she knows paracetamol. Right? Because it's so severe, very urgent, she gives me some paracetamol. So very aggressive, the fever subsides. Okay, is that the cure? This is my question. Is that the cure? This is not the cure. Again, after a while, after paracetamol, the effect lasts for how long? Patrick? 4 hours. After 4 hours, again the fever comes back. Again Isabel is worried. Yes, it is Isabel. You're worried again after 4 hours. Okay, then Isabel says, no, so now paracetamol, we are not supposed to give paracetamol every time like this. There's a major problem. So what will she do? Then she'll call Sophie. Then Sophie will say, hey, do it. Take him to hospital. So, no, not do it. So say, hey, Isabel, take him to hospital. I'll also help you. Right? And in the hospital, what they discover is that I'm suffering from tuberculosis. Paracetamol not will work. Right? They are the specific antibiotics. Isoniazid, rifampicin, ethambutol. What is that? Ethambutol, rifampicin, 3. Only with these three antibiotics, you can be cured. Otherwise, not. So you are not getting these medicines. These medicines in Paris not available, because in Paris, the tuberculosis is removed since many years ago. Oh, but in a very remote place in Paris, one hospital, they still have these medicines. Then you try to get, I'm so lucky, finally we got this medicine. Isabel felt so happy. Finally we got the medicines. Okay, now this is your medicine. Are these my medicine?
Yes.
Yes. So if I take these medicines, then my problem will be over?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so the next morning for the 1 day I take the medicine. And day 2 you said that my problem will be over. I wanted to do the medicine, my problem is not over. Still I have the problem. So what's the problem?
Take more medicine.
Huh? Keep taking the medicines because okay, then which means the first medicine that I took, first day medicine which I took, this was not to remove the problems. It removes the problems. But it removes the problem. The problems can persist for 30 days. First part of the problem is removed. Remaining part of the problems are still there. Second dose of the medicine will remove the second part. So that way, for how long do I have to take the medicines? Tuberculosis medicines, for how long should I take?
Actually, for 6 months.
For 6 months. So this problem is like 30 into 6. Layers of problems are there. So you take the medicines one by one day by day, the dose. Then each of these problems are cut from the root. So these medicines are like the direct realization of emptiness. The wisdom which realizes emptiness directly. That is a real medicine. The paracetamol that I got is like the path of accumulation and path of preparation. Part of the accumulation, part of preparation is like the paracetamol. And part of seeing is like the real antibiotics to overcome the tuberculosis problems. Okay. So now what you said is that Laura is saying that I have to take the medicines over and over again. This wisdom of to see, you have realized emptiness directly, you must see emptiness directly over and over again. Take the medicine over and over again. This medicine you have to take over and over again. Which medicine? The wisdom of emptiness. You have to meditate on this over and over again. Meditating on this wisdom of emptiness, seeing emptiness directly over and over again is known as meditation. Meditation of the emptiness, the non-dual wisdom of emptiness, meditation. With this, I take this medication for 6 months. Then what happens? All problems are gotten rid of. Now still I take the medicine or not? No, stop. Don't take the medicine anymore. No need to learn anymore. No more learning. Next part is no more learning. Now you don't learn anymore. You don't have to take medicines anymore. You don't have to learn anymore. Your problem is already cured. That is the part of no more learning. Okay. These are the 5 parts. Okay, this is how we have to proceed. Part of accumulation, part of preparation, part of seeing, part of meditation, part of no more learning. Now, as we recite this mantra, Tyatha Gade Gade Para Gade Para Sam Gade Boris, as we recite this mantra on a daily basis, don't expect that I will have like blessings. And this mantra is praised so much as the word. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra which cannot be surpassed by any other things, mantra equal than unequaled, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering. How does this mantra pacify all suffering? Don't expect that I recite the mantra and the mantra problem is over. No. This mantra is a reminder for us. I'm not supposed to stay where I'm now. I have to go. Gate, gate, go. Paragate, go beyond. Parasangate, go utterly beyond. Bodhiswaha, establish your ultimate enlightenment. Go beyond, go utterly beyond, and establish your ultimate enlightenment. This is meaning, which means that don't stay where you are. Right? Don't just recite the mantra. Don't stay reciting mantra. Go. Go from where you have not realized emptiness to the realization of emptiness. Go from where you have not generated bodhicitta to the state of generating bodhicitta. Generating bodhicitta from the path of accumulation, don't stay there. Go to the path of preparation. Path of preparation, don't stay there. Go to the path of seeing. Don't stay there. Go to the path of meditation. Don't stay there. Go to the path of normal learning. This is a reminder for us. Is don't expect that blessings will come to us and then suddenly we will be will achieve Buddhahood. Don't expect that. This is a great reminder. This is very practical advice for us that finally as we recite this, okay, I have to do something. I have to take steps. I'm not to stay idly. I have to go. The mantra says, go beyond, go utterly beyond, and establish your ultimate enlightenment. I have to keep going. How should I keep going? Keep going with the wisdom of emptiness. Wisdom of emptiness, driven by the force of bodhicitta, supported by great compassion, and on the ground of renunciation. So this is what we should be reminded of as we recite this mantra. Okay, so this afternoon we will quickly do and actually to go. What actually should I do? Right? So the mornings when we take the aspiration bodhisattva vow, we say that just as the Buddhas generally did the bodhicitta, and just as they engaged in the bodhisattva practices, so to materialize the aspiration of the bodhicitta, one is to actually engage in actions. What actions? 6 perfections and 10 perfections. So this afternoon we'll quickly touch the 6 perfections and 10 perfections. Okay, so another session, one session we will do for question answers. Maybe the first session we'll do question answers. First session. And then if there is not much question answers, then we will begin with the 6 perfections and 4 perfections. Okay, we'll stop here. Yatha Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasam Gati Bodhiswaha Yatha Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgati Bodhiswaha Tyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgati Bodhiswaha. Okay, prostrations.